Hey, it's me, Brigette, Love Steady Life, and this is our weekly energy update. Thank you for being here with me, whether you're here now on the live or you're watching a replay on YouTube or Instagram. Yay for us. I'm all tapped in, spirit's ready to go, so we're going to get into a message, okay? The first thing that I want everyone to know, and I'm saying this, I'm including myself in everyone. I'm taking these messages in too. The first thing I want everyone to know is that manifestation is very powerful right now. And what Spirit says is, Spirit says, a lot of people have been trying to manifest over and over again in the past. A lot of people have failed. They've tried to manifest things and failed. They've had so many fluke, unsuccessful manifestation attempts that they've given up too soon. Spirit says, try one more time. That thing that you stopped, you used to manifest, you used to visualize all the time about it, you used to vision board about it, you used to journal about it, then you gave up. Venus is in retrograde. It's like, give it one more. I'm talking about projects, okay? And inner ideas. One more attempt to manifest. I need you guys to know, secondary, kind of branching off of that, manifestation is strong. Manifestation refers to you vibrating in a certain way to align with a physical reality or that parallel external manifestation of the vibration that you are emitting. It aligns it with you. It's just you changing your vibration and the universe responding in tandem. Manifestation is not making other people do things. So as you manifest things, changing your vibration, visualizing and honing your vibration in the particular way to align with whatever particular dimension that you so feel is destined for you and divine for you to align with. No, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to take people with you in that realignment. In fact, chances are you're probably going to leave people in the dimension and vibration that you were in. And when your vibration raises and you're aligned with a new reality, new people will come into your life experience, awareness, when you're in that new dimension. But it's not something you can really predict. So it's kind of like, oh, well, this is important to me, so I'm going to dedicate my energy and my focus to it. Okay. Cool. That's a message. Spirit says that a lot of people have given up on something they were trying to manifest that was in alignment with their heartfelt dreams and desires because the manifestations didn't come through. But Spirit says now your powers are online. Now it's time to start manifesting. So revisit those heartfelt dreams and desires. You are probably going to have new updated versions of those heartfelt dreams and desires. So allow yourself to continue on your path. Feels like a lot of people have even given up on their divine path because they feel like they weren't manifesting right. If your soul is calling for something, it's best that you listen. If you are feeling highly, heartfully curious about something, it's best you listen because that's your purpose calling for you. You have to choose to honor the soul by listening to what you're feeling and by considering your curiosities and following through with them so that you can start to actually change your vibration and you can start to align with that destined path of reality that you truly want to manifest. What's great is the soul is multidimensional. So the soul is tapped into the future version of yourself where all your heartfelt dreams and desires already exist. Your soul's still tapped in there right now. Right now, a part of you is tapped into the future. So that's why we're able to kind of trust this pull, this guidance of the soul, or people say of the embodied higher self. Because it's taken you somewhere that it's already been. It's almost like a path of remembering. So that's why it's important to remember that. Advice is great, but there's some information that's coming online within your inner self that is powerful. It's powerful, darling. Interesting. So I've got this deck here, this animal deck, and I'm gonna pull, a few cards to see what else is important for you guys to know for this current energy. Okay? Okay. And before I get into reading the cards, I'd like to conclude or maybe reiterate the light codes that I just brought through in case they weren't as clear as they felt for me, because I'm kind of feeling them. Manifestation works. Using visualization, the law of attraction, using visualization to hone your frequency, it all works. But 5D wasn't here before. 5D wasn't here before. The vibrations of the planet and the cosmos weren't doing the thing they're doing right now. So all the things that you gave up on that you truly feel are in alignment with your path, but they weren't manifesting and they just weren't happening. I'm not saying force it. I'm saying reconsider manifesting. If you stopped visualizing, if you stopped praying, but it's something your soul still wants, go back to visualizing. Go back to praying. But just remember, this doesn't have anything to do with another person. This has to do with the course of your life and your choices. And we can't manifest what people do. That's not how manifestation works. Manifestation is external reality shifts, dimensional shifts. I vibrate something, I hone my frequency, I vibrate something a little nuanced and different. Zoom. The dimension I'm existing in resonates with me. It shifts. That might mean the people that were in the previous dimension I was in outshift. They're no longer in resonance with me, and new people come into the picture. So I know I'm just repeating what I just said, but I wanted to bring the light code through again. That felt like a nice conclusion for that one. Really cool. Super groovy. Super groovy. Super groovy. Yay. Got cards. Yummy. Okay. So this is the animal spirit oracle deck. We got turkey, lion, bobcat, and dragonfly. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. So I'm going to give us a little message, okay? This is a collective reading. For the collective. For the people who are here to receive this message today, the message is of being generous of spirit. You truly have a high vibration right now. You are shining or have the ability to shine, love light, to give off a really good energy and to have other people's lives feel better without even trying. Just by letting yourself shine, you're going to find that sometimes it's just easier to help someone out. Sometimes it's just easier to just be a great person, to be an example, and or a leader. There is a certain communion with spirit that occurs, an honoring of spirit that occurs when we are able to not only have compassion for ourselves and our soul, but then to be able to look at the people around us and understand that that you have that same compassion for them. Realizing that we're all in this together. And then having the even higher consciousness of realizing that they might not realize that. They might not actually have that compassion for themselves. The way that you love yourself, they might not love themselves. So you might love them more than they love themselves. And they've never even met you before. So that's that earth angel activation. That term keeps coming through in my readings, earth angel activation. So it's like, earth angels, you're activating now. You're going to start interacting with people and... All right, let me start showing you these cards that are influencing my message. You're going to start interacting with people, and it's like you are like giving off these spores of Lightcodes. It's like you've got this contagious vibration that is rich with Lightcodes that allow other people to access higher vibrational planes with more ease. Because the things and issues in life that you've worked out, those solutions, that solution energy resonates off of you. And so the people that you're willing to share your energy with, they get to experience all of those Lightcodes. And when they walk away from you, as they continue on with their day, they are processing all of these Lightcodes they received from you, whether you shared a message with them or not, just by being in your aura. They get to experience the energy of those Lightcodes, that solution energy, and things just start working out for them in their own personal growth, in their own, spiritual work, and their own understanding. Just, by being an earth angel, or maybe you don't resonate with that term, but just by willing to be your true self, your authentic self, in front of someone else. That is like, it's going to be like a reflection of your self-love and your self-compassion. They're going to see and feel your self-love and self-compassion through you being your authentic self. It's like somehow you being authentic emits these key codes that are going to hit people with a wave. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I could love myself this much more. I could be forgiving and accepting of myself that much more. I could be so much more my true self. And again, this is stuff that's happening and you're not actually doing anything. You're not like, what's your purpose? No. You're, stopping and let someone cross in front of you, or saying hello to someone, or making eye contact and smiling or something. I don't know. You'll have your moments. Or not. I don't know. This is spiritual guidance, so we'll see. Either way, we've got a lot of beautiful solutions and solution energy emanating off of us. And so by allowing yourself to, one, acknowledge, man, I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of soul work. I am so grateful. I am so grateful that I made it through all those dark nights of the soul and that I'm able to love myself. And I remember when I didn't love myself. This is me, like, legit how I feel, but it's also for the reading. Like, I remember when I didn't love myself and didn't have compassion for myself. And I've been through so many dark nights of the souls, and I've been through so much, personal growth moments of realizing I don't like myself. I made it. Oh my goodness. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And I want to honor my spirit and its strength and the work that I've done. And so naturally, I'm going to be generous of my spirit. And I'm going to make sure I honor it. Okay, so let's get into these cards. Thank you for your patience. And receiving my Lightcodes. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So it's about allowing your light to shine and emanating your energy in a way where you truly know that you are not going to fade out. Emanating your energy in a way that is coming from a place of gratitude. I'm so grateful that I can be happy and healthy right now. And I'm going to walk with that gratitude in my heart throughout my day. And then the people who come into contact with my energy field, all of a sudden, they receive these key codes of, like, it's like an energy hack. They entrain their energy with you for 1 millisecond, and suddenly they have key codes of, wow, I could be a lot more grateful for my health and for my happiness right now. I could be a lot more grateful. I'm going to be a lot more grateful. I swear to God, that's how it works. That's how this energy works. You didn't have to stop the person and say, hey, are you grateful for your soul? No. You just shine and go through life. And the people who come into contact with that energy, boom, baby. Sorry, I got something in my eye. People who come into contact with that energy, it's just got to come from a place of gratitude. I'm not telling you what to do. It's just that if there's something about your personal growth or your soul work, so, this could be something you've emotionally gotten over. If you've done it, if you've gotten over it, if you're on the other side, if you feel you've healed more. Also, tangent, small side note, Spirit says some things take forever to heal, and that's okay. Spirit says some things will take forever to heal, and by forever, they just mean one lifespan. Some things might take, you might still be healing in your 50s, 60s, 70s. And that's okay. You were made for this life. So take your deep breath. You can be healing and still have so much to offer to the world, because no one is perfect. Okay? Maybe the new ascended beings that are in the 5th dimension. Maybe. I don't know though. And I don't want to make assumptions. I want to make sure I'm only aligning with this channel type of energy. So let's get back to the message. These 2 cards go together for me. Give with gratitude and grace, be generous of spirit. This is all about an energy of representing, standing up and representing your authentic energy. But it's not coming from a place of like ego pride, of wanting to take power over another person. Rather, it's coming from this deep place of gratitude. And your energy is emanating in a way that it's like, I imagine the wind blowing this lion's mane and the hair, the fur's like back on right, Carrie style, graceful. This is like a penetrating truth type of energy. So the energy of this week and for the next 10 days, your energy field is going to be growing. And if we'd like to really access that energy and utilize the extra energy we're going to have, this is especially creative energy, mental energy, and emotional ability to process things in a faster manner, and that includes the ability to be very forgiving and adaptable into many different circumstances, which is a crucial tool. So, never feel like you need to hold back in the authenticity of your personality, because someone may be really depending on the light codes that you may bring through in any moment, even not by speaking, just by existing and breathing or standing up for yourself in front of someone else. It's a big energy of like, I'm grateful for the work that I've done. And so I'm going to keep moving forward. Spirit's like, you don't need to know why I've placed you around these certain people, but they're around you. So be who you truly are so that they can benefit from you. And it's not in a creepy way, That's the thing. A lot of us, especially empaths and starseeds, accidentally, because, we don't even know what it's like to really be human. We kind of feel like aliens, a lot of us, especially starseeds. Not so much empaths. Empaths, it's more the people-pleasing thing. But it's that energy of like, can you show me? Okay, what's it like to be human? Let me see you do human, and then I'll kind of mirror that. Okay, what's human? Can you tell me what's human, and I'll mirror that. That's like the old days, and that's when like energy vampires would prey on us. and drain our energy, demonic entity attachments drain on our energy. So that was the old days, but we've all gone through so much beautiful sovereignty training. We really all are able to pinpoint energy vampires at this point, and we're all able to kind of apply now spiritual tools that assist us in continuing to navigate in a way. Sorry, I'm grabbing my tea. We're able to now apply spiritual tools that assist us in being able to navigate in a way now that allows us to be purely spiritual and in alignment with authenticity without ever letting vampires drain our energy. And that's because we've implemented boundaries and we've implemented more self-love and more self-respect. We know our limits and we love ourselves and we're grateful. And we move forward in a loving manner, proudly presenting our imperfect self to the world, unabashedly going about life. And people are just soaking up key codes, high vibrating key codes that raise their vibration. And the more of us that raise our vibration, then the higher vibrational, what am I trying to say here? The more of us that raise our vibration, then the higher the whole grid vibrates. And we're trying to get the whole planet to vibrate light. And there's a lot of suffering on the planet. So if we want to actually help the suffering on the planet as light workers, then we have a lot more saturation of the grid that we need to saturate before we can actually start to affect the darker places. Okay? So this is a light worker page, so of course my messages are going to circle around up to that. You don't actually need to know how it happens, though. You don't actually need to know why you need to be yourself or why you need to be in alignment with your heart. I hope that gratitude or self-love is what's inspiring you to want to be in alignment with your heart. And take a deep breath and know, if you don't know what that means to be in alignment with your heart, all it means is to be able to sit in stillness and listen to yourself and the feeling inside of you and what do you want? What do you want right now? It's just that. What do you want? Sometimes there's many voices. Sometimes there's none. Sometimes there's one. But there will be an answer. And you gotta sit in that quiet. Bobcat spirit comes out to say life is a mystery. So then we start to see a really beautiful message. It's like we fill the foundation of our life with the willingness to be tapping into gratitude, staying in the moment, being graceful in the way that we move throughout life, not needing to make people do things, but instead kind of weaving through life in alignment with just our path. Give with gratitude and grace. Oh, Spirit, thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be inspired, walking through my life, saying, Spirit, thank you so much. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health. And as I'm walking through life, feeling these energies, thank you for my health. Thank you for my health. Or thank you, whatever you want to say thank you for, right? I'm emitting those energies. They're coming from an authentic place. But other people are suddenly being inspired to be grateful like that too, and they don't know why. Mm-hmm. And so when it's time to stand up and represent yourself, know that you will have the strength to represent your truest self, and there's no need to lie or, not be you. Represent your truest self, because chances are people have been looking for a leader just like you. This week, do not be afraid to hold back parts of the colors of your personality, because again, a lot of people might really be needing a leader that's colorful like you. And you don't need to know why. Trust that there's a greater purpose to things. Being excited about the mystery of life, the mystery of ascension, of multidimensionality, and the magical things that may happen in life, allowing yourself to be kind of excited and curious, allowing that mystery energy to be in your life is a great idea, because it keeps your mind open. so that miracles can come in a faster way. Or so that when miracles happen, we can believe it. You know, it's the same thing where it's like, I don't think I'm worthy of these things. So then when they're right in your face and someone's like, here you go, you keep saying, I don't think I'm worthy. So you're like, that couldn't be for me. No way. Creator's like, are you fucking kidding me? I just gave that to you and you said no. But if your mind was like, thank you so much, I'm so grateful for all the things that I'm given, la la la, and then something else is given, you're like, oh my God, thank you so much, yeah. Okay. Finally, Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. So, in the next 10 days, in the next week, trust that the most accurate compass to truth, to divine truth, is within you. You have a soul in your body, and it is multidimensional, and it is connected to the energy of divine truth. It's within you, and that is there, honestly, as a compass for you, so that you're able to discern if something resonates as truth or not. If you really tap into that divine truth energy, you can even sense what the falsity is that someone is presenting. And you may even be able to sense the truth that is behind it, that they are attempting to hide. I love you, doggy. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, doggy. I love you. I love you. Okay, I hope you got my vibes. Somebody kiss that doggy. Somebody go kiss that doggy. Sorry guys, I hear barking. If you don't hear barking, then you're just probably confused. Okay, so truth transcends illusion. You will be able to see through any veils that someone attempts to project. Your authenticity with yourself will just, it's like by being real with yourself and by being willing to just shine your raw, authentic self to yourself in the world, in every situation, just like being real and letting your true, responses be what they are, and existing in your body, kind of respecting and honoring your soul, and being grateful in your energy, and being generous in your spirit. Trusting that, there's more to life to experience, that there may be some miracles underway. And then finally, tapping into the truth that's within you. Understanding that because you have access to the truth vibration within you, you will be able to discern when something is not truth that you are viewing outside of you. Sometimes we believe mistruths, or we create mistruths with our mind. And so the universe will have something come into our sight that aligns with that thought or belief, only for us to witness it and say, you know what? I don't actually like that reflection of that thought. I don't actually think I believe what I thought I believed, because now that I've witnessed its energy, it doesn't feel right. So I'm going to upshift. So keep in mind, there's a lot of mental patterning. I think that was in last week's reading. A lot of mental patterning and a lot of mental programming that may have to be rewritten. Okay? May have to be rewritten, so you're going to want to listen to the soul, listen to the integrity on that. Let your soul shine. At the bottom of the deck, we have Panther Spirit. I love you guys. Thanks for the love in the comments. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. So, there's such a comfort in being tapped into truth, in knowing who you are, and knowing when something is bullshit, and being so grateful to be alive, and being willing to be generous of spirit in how you don't hide your energy back anymore and you let your love light shine and affect your thoughts in the way that you behave. God speaks to you from within. Creator speaks to you from within. What happens is you move yourself to the cutting edge of co-creation. So you're not at the back edge of co-creation where universe meets your energy. You come to the cutting edge of your energy field and where it comes into contact with the universe when co-creation happens. And you get to face the universe rather than you being far back and your energy hits the universe and whatever you happen to have emitted is hitting the universe. You bring yourself up to the cutting edge of your field. You face the universe head on and you say, tell me, baby. Tell me what you got for me. And the universe says, well, Brigette, currently what you're resonating is going to give us this, that, and this. So that's what we're going to give you. And you're like, oh, shit, let me change my tune. Let me tune my frequency. Let me check my thoughts. Now, this might sound a little out there. This specific thing, coming to the cutting edge of co-creation and being able to commune with the universe, that might sound like a little next level or a little woo-woo, but I hope that, you'll remember this enough to where one day when you have that experience, you'll think to go back to this video for those light codes. Because that's a thing. And it's the best thing ever when you are highly in the moment, and in communion with your spirit. The universe is talking to you about its plan and its flow. The universe is talking to you and telling you what's coming next. The universe is offering you options all the time. But you got to be with yourself. You got to be here in that body. Get in that body, baby. There in that body. Not all in the mental field. And definitely not dissociated, right? Definitely not out of body. It's a process. You got a lot of energy. So we're very powerful and we can move our energy. We can move our energy out of our bodies. We can not only astral travel, but we can fragment our soul and astral travel into like a bajillion different dimensions at the same time. So yeah, our soul is so complex and multidimensional that we can take our soul, big energy, and we can suck it into a black hole and exist as a almost soulless being. Our soul is so amazing that we can build energy cords that connect us to other beings. And our soul and our energy field is so responsive to the vibration of our soul that we can either have a strong resonating aura based on the vibration of our soul, or we can have an aura that has holes in it and is susceptible to energy vampires and involuntary etheric cords and demonic entity attachments, just based on the vibration of your soul. So it's so amazing being there with your soul, because then you're there where the vibration starts. You'll notice that when you try and sit with yourself, if you keep going up into your head and into your thoughts, instead of being like, stop thinking, those things need to be thought about. Like if every time you go to meditate or try and be still and things keep coming up, those things need to be thought about. So grab a notebook and start journaling. You need to get those things out of your head already, okay? That's a message for some of you. If when you go to meditate and you find your stillness, if it's not the thoughts, but instead it's your external reality, you start noticing, I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to do that. Okay, then do that. That's awesome. You had a millisecond of stillness and you immediately knew what you had to do. Great, that's what I call an efficient meditation. Same with the mental thoughts. You had a millisecond of stillness, of meditation, and boom, all of your thoughts came up that needed to be exiting the mental field, that need to be written down. Great, thank you. So don't fight the impulses in meditation, but give yourself enough time to know that there's going to be a lot of information that comes up immediately when you start to meditate that you're going to have to handle. And then you go back and meditate and more comes up, and you go back and meditate and more comes up. Your body's informing you on what to do. My favorite is when there's a random emotion. How about that? You don't even have to be meditating. A random emotion comes in. You're like, okay, body needs to feel this. Let's let it happen. Let's let it happen. So trust that these processes are going on. Energy is flowing through your body. It's highly informative. It's highly informative. Okay, do I have anything else to say? That was a lot. Thanks for being here. Wow. I think I want to circle back to what I first started talking about in the beginning of the reading. I just want to remind you some beginner level things that I know you already know. If you tell yourself things in your head, I am creative, I am strong, I am capable, it will resonate as truth if you can believe it. I know, it's so beginner level. Just want to remind you. Take a deep breath. If you feel emotions coming up in your body, you can talk to yourself. It's okay to feel these things. You can love on yourself. Tell me, baby, what happened to you? You can do the inner child work. You can let your higher self and your adult self be taken by inner child in a daydream. You don't even have to go in full meditation. Just take a daydream. Just make sure you're not driving or like surfing or something. In a daydream. Don't operate a vehicle while doing these daydreams. I'll say in a daydream one more time, okay? In a daydream, your adult self and your higher self can like be taken on a field trip by your inner child to all the memories that are still bothering it. And then, do what you need to do. Go into that memory. And look at the person who was talking to your inner child like that and say, fuck you. Go to the abuser and say, I don't think so. I'm protecting this kid. Heal the memory. Change it. Heal the memory. Inner child will take you. Or that might not be something that feels possible. Something else you could do is you could watch what the child goes through. And then when it's over, you look at the child and you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that you went through this. Come here. Come here. Let me give you a hug. I want you to know that I'm here for you now. This is your adult self telling your inner child, right? Your soul telling your inner child, your higher self, I got you now. This is never going to happen again because I'm here now. But your inner child, when you were a kid, was not, like your adult self was not really there yet. The way you are here now, and your inner child is in there. But the adult is the one that's running the show. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You can really create a lot more communion with your soul by just letting whatever's going on in here to go on and loving yourself through it. Let's see, I got into a lot of different ways of self-healing there. We did emotional healing, we did mental healing, we did inner child healing. How did I get into this? Oh, I was talking about meditation. Yeah. So you go into meditate, you get a millisecond of meditation, and all the mental processing, all the junk that's in your brain is going to immediately become aware. You can literally dump that all out on paper. Any emotions that come up, beautiful, let them happen. Great, body, you need to process these energies through emoting and emotion. Let's get it out. If it's anxiety, just breathe deep for 90 seconds. You should be fine. Belly breaths. What else do I want to tell you? Yeah, your soul knows. I love you, my loves. Thanks for being here. Your soul knows a lot. But it really requires the human to release a lot of tension blocks that it's built up, especially if you've been trained to deny your intuition. So it's kind of a process of releasing and deepening into yourself, like relaxing deeper into yourself, not feeling like you need an immediate system to know what's going on, but instead being enough in the flow of the universal energies that you already know what's going on, if you know what I mean. Like the universe has brought you there, and so you're there to be your truest self. It's not so much about what's going to happen. It's more about like, ooh, a new environment for me to emanate in. Ooh, now here's the universe put me here. A new environment for me to emanate in. Spirit says, don't forget about Dharma. Spirit says, good deeds don't go unnoticed by the divine. It's just that in 5D, good is no word, Spirit, so what else can I say? Nope, that's what it is. Okay. Things don't go unnoticed. But you want to know the best thing? When you listen to your soul, and when you honor, it's like, you got to honor your human. Whatever your human is going through, emotional process, physical process, it's yours. And it might hurt. It might suck. But it's yours. That's your baby. I'm not saying make the best of it. Hey, if making the best of it means feeling your feelings and being highly present for yourself and acknowledging the inner strength that you have, taking deep breaths and understanding that there are some profound light codes that you're integrating and processing, and by you transcending, you help others transcend, that's good shit. There's so much suffering in the collective, my loves. I hope that's not you. But I know it's got to be some of us. And those of us who aren't directly suffering in our physical lives, we're still balancing out the energies. We're tasked with other things to balance out the energies. Just know that every part of your process is divine. And know that it is your birthright to experience the rainbow of the spectrum of emotions and experiences available to you. And Spirit says most of us have already maxed out our suffering credit card. Spirit says most of us have already maxed out our suffering credit card. Spirit says a lot of us have actually already suffered enough. Like, we've done enough suffering. We've already learned a lot of lessons that a lot of people still have to go through right now. Like, a lot of people right now still haven't done soul work, so they're going to be put through more suffering because they got to go through that soul work, because everyone has to go through that soul work. But a lot of us who have already been in the process, yeah, we've already done that. So the programming and the stuff that's going on in the external, it's not going to affect us in that way because our vibration is a little higher. We're kind of experiencing reality in a different way. It's so amazing, right? All these other things that are causing other people to suffer don't really seem to be affecting us. What's even more amazing, if you can just accept that and be appreciative. Let's take the cards back out as we close out the message. Accept that and be grateful. Be grateful that you don't seem to be suffering that much right now. And then be gracious. Where's my lion? Oh. Be generous. With your energy. And by that I mean, do not be ashamed if you walk into a room and everyone is suffering and you're the only one not suffering and you can feel it. Do not be ashamed if you feel truly gratitude, like full of gratitude and happy, and like no one else around you seems to get it. If you seem to be understanding one truth and no one else seems to be woke like you, that's around you. Just by being in your truth and emanating that energy quietly, but by not letting their energy, this is kind of all psychic and telepathic, but it's like not letting that collective energy make you feel like you don't matter just because there's more of that other energy. You keep shining. Keep shining. And if someone were to put 5D goggles on and zoom out and look at the earth, they would see like all of this shadow, and then the light workers, the light people walking through the shadow. But as they walk through the shadow, they're actually leaving a trail of light. It's because the people who get to come into contact with them, they're influenced by that light. And so you might be the only one in the room who's not suffering, but by you allowing yourself to continue to not suffer and not feel like just because everyone else is suffering, I need to suffer too, but instead allowing yourself to resonate your own true energy despite what the collective around you is going through, despite consensus consciousness. You resonate your own sovereign energy field, and you will start to make things feel better for other people too, and they won't even know why. Thank you for your comment. You're 100% right. Yay. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Please be open to miracles, magic. Why not? Why not? Keep that imagination open. But a lot is gonna come online from within you, my loves. This dragonfly image, what I imagine is like, this is your body. Like, how do I make this big? Okay, whatever. Like, this is your root chakra, and you're going up. And then this is like the solar plexus, and the heart, and the throat, and the third eye, and the crown. And these are the wings that are blooming out of your heart and your solar plexus. That's the image I see with this card. It's really crazy to imagine that like a bunch of us are going to be walking around tapped into divine truth, knowing what's going on, why things are going on. Like, what? Yeah. It's going to be different. I'm so curious to see what it's going to be like when we're all walking around in public, when we're no longer on home isolation, and we're walking around and we're all connecting telepathically and looking at each other and connecting telepathically. Don't forget, I hope you watched my other energy reports. Telepathy has turned on. Yeah. Creepers, your time is coming to an end. All creepy people, like, I mean, creeper vibes, you know, like you're talking to someone and you just get like a creepy feeling about them. Yeah, it's probably because they're trying to visualize you naked. They're visualizing some creepy shit. We can feel that in the fifth dimension. We can feel that we're like, oh yeah, they're creepy, don't trust them. It's like some people you want to like walk up to someone and be like, don't let your kids around that person. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're just going to know things because we can read the energies in a much more nuanced way. So we're not going to be wasting our time so much because we're going to be able to sense people's intentions right off the bat. In the beginning, like, you're kind of in an echo chamber. So it's like you experience things and then maybe 24 hours later, you're able to integrate the energy of the experience, and then you understand what exactly it is that the person's intentions are. So I guess one of my final messages would be, give yourself 24 hours before you make any decisions and feel about it. And maybe even a day and a half would be better, so that you can really feel about it. Because when you receive someone's energies, because we're just now on the bridge into 5D, we're just walking through kind of like an echo chamber. So as you feel someone's energies, there might be a little bit of integration time to really understand what it is they said to you and what it means, to understand their energy and what it how it translates for you. It's going to be the best feeling and the reclamation of our power and the activation of our sovereignty when we don't need anyone to tell us what's going on. We don't need anyone to tell us how to feel, what to think. When we don't need any validation from anyone. God, let me tell you, it's such a good feeling. I'm okay. I know what to do. I'm here. I'm present. It's the same for all of us. So amazing when you're just tapped into divine truth, letting the universe communicate to you. You move, and you move, and you move, and it all just kind of works out. It's amazing. Stay open to miracles. Keep using your imagination, imagining best case scenario. And Remember, just because you can sense the weight of the consensus energy around you, of like the energy fields of everyone around you, they're all shitty people or something. Just because you can sense that. I was really judgmental. Sorry, that was my human coming in. Just because you can sense the heavy weight of the energy around you and the consensus, the consensus consciousness, if it doesn't resonate with your truth, you stay shining. You are a revolutionary, okay? You might not even need to say anything or do anything. Someone might not notice or whatever. I don't know. This is spiritual guidance. So this is like spiritual stuff. I don't know how it's going to, whatever, how it's going to look. I know how it's going to feel. It's going to feel like emanating in a room that is dark. So keep shining. And I just want to remind you, because some of you just came in now, at the beginning, my biggest message is like, manifestation still works. Visualizing. Yeah. Visualizing still works. The law of attraction still works. And a lot of you have given up on that. A lot of you have given up on that. So, if it's something that you care about, definitely get on that, because manifestation still works. I don't care if it didn't work for you before. If you still want it, then that energy is queued up in you waiting to manifest for you. And then I also want to say after that, you don't get to manifest people. You don't get to make people do things or change their actions. You have no power over other people. That's the best part that comes with the reclamation of your power. Just in tandem with how I know no one has any power over me because I am sovereign, I also have no power over anyone else, and I have zero interest in that. And when I'm doing all this manifestation and telling you manifest, law of attraction, la 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 la, that's me telling you that, yeah, you can tune your frequency. You can hone your vibration. Kitty. You can hone your vibration, and that is going to change the vibration of the dimension around you and align you with a different frequency of reality. That does not include people. That was in the old reality. So every time you change your frequency, there is the chance that you vibrate out of resonance with other people. But know that new people always come in with new resonances. But Spirit says if you flip-flop back and forth, it's going to be a little strange. Yay! I hope that helped. That was fun. Thanks for being here. I'm going to keep this on my page for the next 24 hours. I'm going to post this on my YouTube. We've got some new content on my website on lovesteadylife.com. I have a monthly energy report. You can just buy it solo for $11, or you can become a silver member for $5, and you can read it for free. What else do I want to tell you? You can book a reading with me on my website, or you can DM me on Instagram if that's more comfortable for you. I'm here for you. I love you so much. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the DMs. All the yummies. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll be back soon. I utilized a lot of energy yesterday making our monthly energy update. It's chunky. It's 2,000 words. Or like 1,800 words or something. Es mucho. And if you didn't read the April energy update, that's okay. You don't have to read it to understand the May one. If you want to know what happened in April, if April for you was like, what just happened? What was April? If you're like, what was April? What was it? What was that? If that's you, then my April energy report, that's discounted. That's not $11. That's a whole essay. Yeah, baby. You know, I love you guys. I'm going to give you all the light codes in all the ways. So if you go on my website, all the things are there. If you have questions, I'm here to answer. I hope this week's reading helped. I know it was a little different because I combined the intuitive and the card message, and I've been separating them recently, but I listen to Spirit. I go with the flow of my soul. And I'm so grateful that you would be here with me for that. So, stay in touch. I'll be back soon, okay? Thank you guys for being here. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Take lots of deep breaths. Take care of yourself. You really matter. You matter. All the little inklings and curiosities that you have, all those feelings inside of you and things that are going on that are bubbling up, trying to get your attention, ooh, they're important for you and only you. Because that's your stuff, and isn't that special? You've got, ooh, I've got all this stuff to go through. Some gets written out, some gets danced out, some gets cried out, some gets laughed out. But we keep that energy flowing and going. Some shit's built up, blocked up, so we just gotta transmute that. We gotta let that, we gotta love it. Transmuting means loving it. You consume it with love, and it vibe shifts upward into its new evolved form. Keep taking deep breaths. When you feel the Kundalini rising, it's gonna feel like kind of like an energy orgasm, and that can happen at any time. So again, breathe through that. What else do I want to tell you? La 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 la. Yeah, what's going on in here is really important. It's yours. That's yours. That's yours. Love it. Take care of it. Doesn't matter how ugly you think it is. Yummy. That's you. Love me so much. I'm so grateful to be alive. I love you guys. I hope this energy can help. Thank you. Love you guys. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. See you soon.